Good morning, viewers. Welcome back to my channel. This is Raju Upadhyay from CIMAGE College, Patna, Department of IT. Today, we are going to talk about a new feature of advanced Excel that is called pivot table report. So as already we have discussed in previous video, we can do two level of analysis. One is macro analysis, which we can perform with the help of the chart and graph. Another detailed level of analysis we can do with the help of the micro level. And that analysis is called micro level analysis. And that micro level analysis can be achieved with the help of the pivot table report as well as pivot table chart. So let's see how we can do that. So before going for the presentation, we will discuss the basic concept of pivot table report. So let's say if you wanted to perform the micro level analysis, for performing such micro level of analysis, you need to represent the required information in a dynamic cross-tabulated format. For this, Excel allows you to create pivot table reports. In addition, it allows you to customize the summarized report instantly according to your requirements. So as per the requirement, you can select the data and immediately within a few seconds, your cross-tabulated data will be available to you. So in order to create a pivot table report, so once you create a pivot table report, so pivot table report is created to summarize the data which is presented in your data source. Obviously, my data source is going to be Excel worksheet. So before creating a pivot table report, we should decide what will be the data source range for which the report need to be created. So that is a pre-plan before creating this pivot table report. So thereafter, on the basis of the required data source, the pivot table report can be created either in an existing worksheet or you can create it on a separate worksheet, that is on new worksheet. So in order to create a pivot table report in the worksheet, the things which we have to follow, that we are going to understand with the help of the practical. So let's go to our terminal. I'm taking it to my terminal. So all of you can see my data out here available on a worksheet. So I wanted to brief this particular worksheet a little bit. So you can see in this particular worksheet, I have a data for my company. So there is a company called Paul Furnitures in which we are having the company sales detail. So this Paul Furnitures is a company who is dealing with the 4 different kind of products. The product names are hard rug, soft rug, red silk, and the fourth one is going to be that is called soft silk. So there are 4 different kind of products which this company is dealing. In order to make the sales of this particular company, they have hired 5 different companies. Like the companies are Global IT. You can notice in the first column the company name. Global IT we have Rocks Luxurious Hotel. Then we have Lifeline Health Center, as well as we are having another company called Mac Healthcare, as well as the 5th company is Alpha Supermart. That means my company is having a 4 products, which is going to be sold by, which sales is taken care by the 5 different companies. And obviously in each and every different companies, we are having a different kind of salespersons. So let's go for this analysis. So in order to create a pivot table report, we can click on insert from the menu bar. Within insert, once you click the insert tab, we get the table groups. Within a table group, we are going to select the option called pivot table. The moment you select the pivot table, automatically it is going to select range of data. So by default, it is going to select all my data which is available on my worksheet. And then it is going to suggest whether you are going to create a pivot table report on the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. So it is advisable to create a pivot table report on a new worksheet. So we can select the new worksheet and we can click on OK. The moment you click on OK, automatically the new worksheet has been created in front of us. And in the left hand side, the blank pivot table report is there. In the right hand side, we are having pivot table fields. You can notice out here, pivot table fields are having the list of fields which was there on my worksheet. So this worksheet has a column heading like company name, locations, salesperson, order ID, sales date, product name, unit price, quantity, and extended price. So these are the column heading has carry forwarded to another sheet as a pivot table fields. Now, apart from that, we are having a 4 different kind of areas. The first is filter. Filter, with the help of that, we are going to filter our pivot table reports. Another, we are having a column, the data which you wanted to see in a columns, we can drag and drop it here. The data which you wanted to see on a rows, you can drag and drop it in the rows. And obviously, the data which will be available in the row and column. So actual worksheet data for the analysis has to be calculated. Either we can go for sum, we can go for average, or we can have some other kind of Excel formula. So let's see how we can do that. So I wanted to keep my all 4 different products on a column wise. So what I can do is I can select the product name from this particular field list. So in this field list, I have the product name. We will drag this particular product name and I'll drop it in a column. The moment you drag it, you can see out here, all product names are available. Red silk, soft rugs, soft silk, as well as their corresponding grand total, and as well as the hard rugs. Now, we have got all 4 different products and their corresponding grand total, but for which company they have done the sale. So in order to know that, in the row wise, I wanted to take the name of the company. So from here, I can select the company name and I can drop it in a rows. The moment we'll click on, drag it on the rows, now you'll be getting the meaningful format available. Now in the row wise, we are having all 5 different companies which we talked about. And there are 4 different kind of products which we are having and their corresponding grand total, but the data is not available. So in order to get the data, what we can do is we can select the extended price field and we can drop it in the values area. The moment you drag it on the values area, your data is available. From this, we can do the analysis like this 5 company has contributed behind my cell and the total sale figure was 80,330. The breakup of this 80,330 is of Alpha Supermart. Alpha Supermart has contributed 21,160. Global IT has contributed 30,060. Lifeline Health Center has contributed this 8,070. Like that, if we do all total, then we are getting the value called 80,330. Now, this report has displayed the product wise total also. This is the first product. This product has a total sales value of 23,500. Likewise, we are having a total of second product, third product, as well as fourth product. So we have got out here overall analysis for the data. Now, if you wanted to do some in-depth analysis, like already we talked about, we are making use of pivot table report for doing the micro level analysis. So we can do some sort of in-depth analysis. Now my management wants to know, that we have to show the breakup of each and every company's salesperson wise. So obviously salesperson has done the sell for all these companies. So we have to show as a Alpha Supermart, the total sale was of 21,160. So obviously some salesperson must have done the sell. So we have to show their salesperson detail as well. So obviously salesperson detail, we want it as a part of rows. So what we can do is from the fields, we can select the salesperson and we can drop it into the rows. The moment I'll drop it in the rows, you can notice out here, we had all 5 different companies. So take example for the Alpha Supermart, there are 2 different salesperson, like name is Alvin Wilson, another is Janet Lavering. So Alvin Wilson has done the sell of 6,880. Janet Lavering has done the sell of 14,280. And if you combine both the cells together, it comes to 21,160. So we have elaborated our report. Now, again, my management wants that. So this Alvin Wilson has done the cell of 6,880. So whether they have done the single day cell or whether they have done the multi-day cell. So further, we wanted to have further breakup salesperson and their cell date wise. So what we can do is we can select the cell date and we can drag it and we can drop it in the rows area. The moment we can drag it and drop it in the rows area, you'll be able to see we are having, and we have to drag it in the appropriate place. So let's say we are having, first of all, I'll take it back. See, we are having a sales company name, salesperson name, and just after the salesperson name, I wanted to have the cell date. So here I can select cell date. So if you do the double click on the cell date, automatically cell date will be selected. And you can notice now the detailed analysis which we have within a company. We are within a company, let's say example of Alpha Supermart. We are having two salesperson, Alvin Wilson, Janet Clavering. Alvin Wilson has done 2-day sale. The first day on 27th of January 2012, he has done a sale of $2,400. And on 28th of January, he has done the sale of $4,480. So if you combine both the value together, it comes to 6,880. And this Alpha Supermart has done the sales with the help of the Alvin Wilson as well as Janet Clavering. So in this way, we can have detailed analysis of our data. So if you are able to see the detail of all the rest of the companies like Alpha Supermart, we are having a detail of Global IT. In the Global IT, you can see out here there are 3 different salesperson who has done the sales on a particular date and month wise. There is another company called Lifeline Health Center. Within this, we are having only 2 salespersons, Janet Clavering and Margaret Peacock. They have done the sales on a different days. Likewise, we are having a detail of Mac Healthcare as well as Rock's Luxury Hotel. And at the end, we are having the same grand total. So as per the need, as per the requirement, you can tailor your data which is available inside your worksheet, and you can design it as per your requirement. And for entire analysis, this pivot table report is going to help us to perform all these operations. So that's all for the day for the pivot table report. We'll be having another video where we are going to format this particular pivot table report, and we will create a pivot chart. So based on that, and as well as we are going to discuss the concept of slicers. That means further we can filter the record from this particular pivot table report. So thanks for watching this video. We'll see you tomorrow with the formatting of pivot table report as well as pivot table chart along with the slicers. Thank you very much for watching this video.